Welcome back to the #1 film podcast in the world. Your go-to place where movie-loving friends unpack the films that we love, films that we hate, and films that we love to hate. From Oscar bait to zombie kills of the week, we cover it all. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Sparsh. We're strapping in, stocking up on Twinkies, and diving headfirst into the post-apocalyptic playground that is Ruben Fletcher's Zombieland. Your first take on the movie.
Coming back to it, having seen it 6 times already, or
Yeah, now, watching it now.
watching it now, I was very excited to watch it again. It's been on my mind for months. And I don't want to say disappointed, but it didn't hold up for me as much the 6th time as it did the 5th. And you know why I think that was Zombieland 2? Thinking about it now. I think it's because...
You saw Zombieland 1, right?
No, this is for Zombieland 2.
Yeah. No, this is for Zombieland 1.
This is for 2.
No, this is for 1 for sure.
Of course it's for 1. But I don't know. I think I really like Zombieland 2. I thought it was one of the rare sequels that could be, considered equivalent. I don't know if I would call it better than the first. We have to go back and watch it. But I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much this time around.
This time around? That's very fair. I had a great time.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Well, you're fucking Mr. Tallahassee over here.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You got
my hat
you got the
on.
leather. You got the cowboy.
Yeehaw.
You need the
Shotgun, please.
Can we? Speaking of shotgun. Okay, so I had half a thought in the movie, but I didn't finish the thought because they were in the middle of shooting zombies. Who the fuck chooses a double-barrel shotgun as their primary survival weapon? And if that's what you have, okay, fine. But then find a bag of guns.
Yeah.
And he maintains using the double barrel?
I might cut this out, but I really want to say a liberal. Right? Yeah. Pretty much it. It's just like lack of gun knowledge of using it. And you know how they show him when in the end later on in the movie when they're doing the gun salutes and they're waiting for him to reload. It's like that like physical comedy is so hilarious, and it reminded me of who's that Australian comedian we saw while we were on the road, Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't like his specials.
That's fair. Yeah. He's kind of extremist with a lot of his takes. But he had this joke where it's like, I don't get it. Like, he's like talking about like gun control. And then he's like, what if everybody just had a musket? You know, you're like, you get angry at somebody. You're like,
fuck it.
Hold on there. Just getting ready to
That's
throw
a good way to... Well, you know what? Countries have banned automatic. We don't need fucking access to AR-15s. But I maintain my point. You're telling me the main guy whose whole moral of the story is that he survived the zombie apocalypse because he has the list of rules of survival, and one of his rules wasn't have a good fucking gun.
Yeah.
You know?
That's pretty ballsy to go. I just have one gun for the whole thing.
Yeah. No bow and... Okay, wait. So I have 2 questions for you. First question is going to be...
bow and arrow some zombies?
Well, I was thinking, you don't run out of ammunition. But I have 2 questions. First of all, how legitimately do we need to be treating this movie in some of the logical choices that it makes?
Oh, 100%. I think we're going to, let's dive deep. Let's pull it apart.
I'm okay with that.
It's like
Second
zombie
question. Yeah, nice. What is the best survival weapon in a zombie apocalypse?
Zombie blood.
Because you become a zombie?
Exactly. They did it in The Walking Dead, where they covered themselves with zombie blood.
Oh, yeah.
And then they could walk immune.
Yeah. Okay, That's
Okay.
no, that's camouflage. That's not a weapon. That's a defense.
Hey, the
It's not an
best, a good
offense.
defense is the best defense.
Fuck you.
that's
Best
fine.
offense. Good offense.
See?
Best offense is a good offense.
Tricked you. Okay,
Alright, so the
best weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, I would definitely want a blade.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
Two-edged sword, something like Darth Maul, and that kind of
A lightsaber? Oh,
no,
you mean
not a lightsaber,
like a
but
twin spear?
like dual katanas join in
yeah,
between, but
yeah,
detachable,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
have
yeah,
those.
yeah.
I think
Ooh.
that for close
pretty sick.
distance.
Yeah. I don't know
And-
if those are gonna work so well on sprinting zombies.
Huh?
I don't know if that works so well on sprinting
I'm
zombies.
probably not gonna use a knife for a sprinting zombie. I'm gonna use a gun.
Well, you've got to choose. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I think
so
there's a
that's-
best weapon for slow zombies, and then there's a best weapon for sprinting zombies. I think that's a different choice,
Yeah.
probably.
What do you have? What are you thinking?
I was definitely with you with Blade. I think you've
Blade.
got to like a Blade. You should probably always have a sword on you, and a big knife,
And a big.
and a big knife. You gotta have like a fucking Bowie knife.
I keep one in my pants all the time.
But I would say, what about crossbow takes too long to reload? Bows can break.
Bows can break definitely, and then you just have arrows.
Yeah.
Ooh. Zombie.
But for sprinting, you want to have a gun. I think you want to have a gun. You need to be able to make your own ammunition. You need to be able to have a steady supply of ammunition. Probably a shotgun. I think a shotgun with like a belt of shells.
Some
But
Terminator style.
What do you think
But
you
then
could
you're back
have?
at
You
a
could have
shotgun.
30.
I just think a shotgun is a. No, actually, I wanted to say shotgun is a bad weapon, but I think it's really good, especially close range. You can just do headshots,
Yeah.
right? Compared to like having an AR and then having ammo for it. I think shotguns, shotgun with shells.
Yeah. You get 30 shots, right?
Yeah.
You can have that on you pretty relatively lightweight-ish. I mean, you have that. You have a pistol at your sidearm,
True.
right?
A revolver.
You have a knife, and you
Knife.
have a sword.
Sorry. Right? You're
Sure.
sorted.
Fucking lit.
Right. And you got
Now I want there to be a zombie
Yeah,
apocalypse.
right.
That sounds like a great time.
How do you think you'd fit? Like you'd survive for long? You'd die early?
Oh man, it depends where I am at the outbreak.
Yeah.
It depends, like if it's a World War Z outbreak and I'm just in the middle of a city
Mhm.
and shit starts to go down,
Yeah.
I probably don't survive because you need survive. You need a gun. The reality is you need a gun at the start because you got to worry about other people.
Oh, yeah.
If it's like I was trying to remember the other day with Emily Blunt and James Krasinski, like Don't Make a Sound.
No, Bird Box is a different one where you can't
Sandra
look
Bullock,
at it.
yeah.
It's
It's not
Quiet
Hush,
Place?
it's Quiet Place, yeah,
Quiet
yeah.
Place?
So like in that world where it's like things are settled, you kind of just have to survive in the world where there's the occasional threat, and you can you find a fucking cottage and you go to the woods, you go to the fucking woods,
yeah.
you could survive that, sure. But if it's at the start of the outbreak, I probably don't live.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like how much people turn in like the times of like conflict, how people like turn on over each other, right? Or it's like you would go and be in the forest and then somebody comes and knock in and they're probably not going to hesitate killing you over some resources.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, hey, if I kill him now, I don't have to live 6 months with him and I can figure my own stuff.
Yeah, what do you think your policy would be on like strangers in a post-apocalyptic
no
world?
strangers.
Yeah. Do you just like if you see someone being like chased
Yeah.
by a monster, whatever
Yeah.
it is, say it's a zombie in this case, we'll
Yeah.
let it be a zombie, right? You see him coming down the road or coming across the field
Yeah.
to your cottage,
Yeah.
right? And they're knocking on the door, and
Yeah.
you can let them in or let the zombie get them. What do you do?
Yeah, you can probably like I would save where I can and then shoot her myself. No, I would. I wouldn't do that, but it would be pretty funny, right? You're like, oh, I'm finally safe. He closes the door and then he locks it.
Oh,
And
shit.
like,
Fuck.
you were safer outside.
Well, you know what? That makes me think. What if in this, because fucking Wichita and Little Rock, they get them with that scam. What if you just have your buddy dress up as a zombie and start? Yeah, but you know what? I don't. Then you're gonna get shot in the face. You're totally gonna get shot.
That's like the most American thing. Why don't we just dress up as zombies and just start chasing people? It's like how Bill Murray dies.
Yeah, I know. I thought so. That was. I'm thinking about it now. I love this movie. Don't get me wrong. Bar what I said earlier, but it does have some logical. Inconsistencies, or I would say like logical pitfalls. Like I feel like if you've got strangers in a house, you don't pretend to sneak up on them as a zombie. That's a bad call.
I think it's a class A self-defense technique. If you're ever stuck at home, anything, there's an intruder down there, dress up as a zombie and just
No, you're asking to get attacked.
Yeah.
You're asking for retaliation.
No. I think in that sense, definitely, like, there's, like, so many, and so it's the, I think the opening of this movie that really sets the stage of it. Because the movie opens with, you've got the Secret Service car that's, like, toppled over. And then you have the American flag on the pole waving with the whole national anthem on, like, a bass guitar in the background. And then it breaks into Jesse Eisenberg's basically monologue, right? Where he kind of breaks down the rules and what's going on. And then you have him come in, and then you see that zombie who's like chasing like
the two chasing him in the parking lot.
No, that comes in after. That's when the opening credits end. Just before the opening credits begin, there's this like I think he's talking about the wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, that's when they're in the parking lot.
No. This is like he first mentions like I have my rules, and he mentions the seatbelt.
Oh yeah, and the daughter flies through the through the window.
And then
of
the
the
zombie
SUV.
comes and starts biting, and then the zombie like looks up at into the camera, and then he just goes and kind of fixes something in the teeth, and then bark. And that's exactly like you already know this is gonna be a fun, stupid movie, right? Total chaos. And then you have such an awesome opening credit sequence. Just all these different types of zombies.
With whom the bells toll? Whom the bell tolls?
Whom the bell tolls?
For whom the bell tolls? There we go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is one is like I think
I'm gonna get eaten alive for that one.
It'll be
our one listener was just a diehard Metallica fan.
Oh, that was a great song to have in there.
Yeah, and that's why I was thinking, like, going into it, I was very excited to see it again, and then, like, just like you said, I felt like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, they do a great job establishing exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Right, and then you see that, like you say, in the opening, montage of the different scenes, and you've got the stripper chasing the guy, and then it ends up with, like, fucking Al Pacino from Scarface, and it just gets progressively more ridiculous. It's like, okay, they're making a total joke out of it.
There's not going to be, like... because... imagine like zombie apocalypse, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be like a stressful environment. This also, I think, back in 2009.
Is that what it was made?
Yeah.
Wow, 2009.
Right. So.
Jesus, that was fucking 16 years ago.
Your math is better.
Crap.
Yeah, that's a long time, right? That's why I really enjoyed watching this, because I felt like there's been like this lack of like brainless premises as movies. Because okay,
I don't know, Holmes and Watson was pretty fucking brainless.
Exactly.
When was that made?
Huh?
When was that made?
When was that made? I think it was 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were saying that there aren't enough like brainless, just movies made for the sake of enjoyment anymore. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that's just because everything's trying to be a cash grab? Do you feel like they don't feel like these movies can make money? Do you feel like maybe there's less of a market for it?
I think it's also the lack of independent filmmaking that is happening right now. I think for the most part, for the most projects, big studios have kind of like have a cartel going on, right? Where it's like, say, Disney's gotten like movies that were like, say, Marvel movies, right? Now they're obviously going to be pushing Disney's vision, not Marvel's vision. Right?
Yeah.
And so I think that
I hate that.
Really, like, and not only just in sequels, but just like movies that Disney would make would be like more like family oriented, right? I hope so. Right? That's like what Disney's image is. But when you look at movies like this, like, take a guess, how much do you think this movie would have like made?
Oh, I hope this movie's made a lot. I'm gonna say a multiple. So 2009. So I have a thought about something you were just saying there, but I'm gonna think in multiples of like what the budget was, because I don't know what those numbers are. I would like to think this movie made 4x of its original budget.
4x?
Yeah.
How much do you think the budget was?
I probably had a decent, good cast. Great cast, actually. Woody Harrelson. I mean, even Bill Murray had a shot in there. Jesse Eisenberg. Emma Stone?
Emma Stone?
Emma Stone, yeah. Who's the little girl? Did she turn into anyone?
Do
you know who she becomes?
No, not really. No. But I searched her name. Is like Abigail.
She turned into The Rock.
The Rock.
She's Little Rock.
And obviously John Cena was in there. You just didn't see
him. You did. Oh, I got there at the second you made the joke. Oh, that's horrible. That smile you gave me. I don't know, 20 million, maybe more. I have no idea.
No.
Did 20 million?
Great guess.
Yeah.
23.
23? No shit. What did it make in profit?
102 million.
Oh, that's almost fucking spot on.
That's absolutely spot on.
It was 5x. No, it's under. It's just over 4. Just over 4.
What?
Just over 4x.
Oh, just over 4x. Yeah. And see, I think that's so good, man. Like, I think just movies like these where you go in there, the beginning of the movie just tells you like, okay, I know you have like problems in the life, you have troubles that you want to think about, but now just think about this premise here, which is zombies, and I'm this scrawny little kid with my own rule book to survive here, and I'll show you how I do it.
So here's my yes, but my problem with the logic of we need more movies like this is that this movie was successful because it was unique. You think about a lot of the other mindless comedies that are coming around at that time. First of all, you look at all the actors, the actors that were really big at the time. You have the Wayans brothers. You have people like Eddie Murphy, the movies that he's making. You have Kevin James. You have Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. You have Adam Sandler, right? And you have even fucking David. I hate David Spade. I just do not like David Spade. Even David Spade is fucking famous, and a lot of like you're getting 2, 3, 4 of these movies every fucking year, right? And those were like really mainstream movies. There was a market for them at that point. I don't think all of them had. I mean, maybe some of them did. Grown Ups probably did really well. I'm thinking of some of the other Adam Sandler movies. They probably did pretty well. Some of the Eddie Murphy movies did pretty well. I'm sure, honestly, a lot of those did really well because they were what was popular at the time. I think this one did really well because it was playing on a unique concept, which is a zombie comedy. Like, how many other zombie comedies can you
Shaun
think
of the Dead?
Yeah, great. When did that come out?
Before.
Before? You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can we find that out?
Sure.
Yeah. I'd love to know that. And so, But those started to die out. You know what? Those movies started to die out right around the time Marvel movies started to come
Before
in. When was it?
2004.
2004. So I think like you always had. There were serious dramas that would get made throughout those years, and then you have Iron Man comes out. When does Iron Man come out?
2008.
2008,
Yeah.
and then that's kind of when we make a really big shift into like super big billion-dollar grossing movies that have budgets of 200 million. So you start to have a market where it's like a way bigger payoff, but a huge audience. It's because they're throwing endless sums of money at it, and so movies like these comedies just don't get signed off on anymore. So my question for you is: do you think that we see less of those now because you said there are less independent filmmakers, but I think it's because there's not an audience for it. I don't think people like those movies.
I think people do, but studios don't. I can't imagine anybody who would not enjoy, like, I mean, that's the reason sitcoms became a thing, right? People like having fun, having something light to watch. 'Cause especially, like, say, like, the most common average person probably doesn't get a lot of time. You know, maybe if they're really sincere about it, maybe a movie a day at max they'll watch. But most people are watching like a movie a month. Right?
No.
Right.
A movie a month?
Yeah, because people are more invested into their TV shows because it's like a more longitudinal.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Right? And now, obviously, you know, the mode of consumption has changed so much.
Yeah.
But to say that there's not a demand for comedies, I can't agree with that, because me personally, I think that's something I look for. So there could definitely be a bias there. But I think, and not just comedies, but like comedies when they've like actually been done well. Like something like, say, Horrible Bosses, right? Such a small scale movie.
We're the Millers.
Yeah, right. That was a good movie. Just great adventures, and they're not like. And the best things about these movies is it's not expensive.
But they're also not very. Well, I was gonna say they're not very good in the way like National Lampoons was very good.
Yeah, because they don't make the studios millions of dollars of money back.
No, they don't.
Right, and because they're
and the best writers aren't going to. And so finish your thought, because I have a thought.
No, I think I want to hear your writer's thing, because I think I have something kind of.
Comedy writers, that used to be the place they make their money.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask, well, where do you think the new medium... Because, okay, so there's obviously going to be a market for... like, it's not my go-to medium,
genre,
but genre. But there's going to be a lot of people. So I was wondering, okay, what's that avenue going to be? It's not sitcoms anymore, and, like, comedy TV shows don't really get signed off on.
Yeah.
People like, people like intense dramas, people like 10 episode series, self-contained. But we're seeing a lot more people go into stand-up. We're seeing a lot more investment going into short form comedies, skits, and writers go into
and
don't go into these anymore. Yeah, and podcasts. So the best writers and the best people in comedy aren't. This isn't where the money for them is anymore.
Exactly.
They're following different avenues.
In my opinion, I think this is where the main issue came from, was when for the longest time, you had people who started stand-up comedy.
Sorry.
In in, say, New York, right? Now they were either becoming good in the business and doing writing for TV shows,
or they were SNL,
they were writing for like the late night shows,
yeah.
right? Writing for movies or the late night shows. Now we had this like huge shift, I think, from I think like 2012 onwards. I don't know, whenever they started handing out like participation trophies to people, I think that's when the world started like going like terrible, and then you had all these writers who had the skill, b the credibility to write good material, right? But then studios, were like, oh no, we can't say this on TV, we can't say that on TV.
Everything got a little too PC.
Yeah. And so the freedom these people had, like, why do you think South Park still remains as one of the best show, right?
Because
taking
Trey
the risk.
Parker and Matt Stone have fuck you money, and they can say whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly. And it's like when you come and take a risk, there are times when it doesn't work out, like Family Guy. No, I'm just kidding. Family Guy is
Family
kind of
Guy's a very successful.
Family Guy is fun. Family. I'm just kidding.
Different type of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just like it's restricting for the artist, right? So most probably upcoming artists who want to write for comedy movies are not going to be inclined to like go work at a studio because they know their ideas are not going to be heard. And I don't know, I've never been to like a writer's room, but hopefully someday we can have a guest who's like a writer and can kind of give us some like what goes behind the scenes.
Send it out to the people. This camera.
Tell
the world what you got going on right now. Okay, so how do you what makes this movie a good comedy in your mind, and then how do we get another movie like this in the market? Like, how do you see that coming back into play?
So first of all,
well, we did get Zombieland too. So
and Zombieland 2 actually didn't do as much as good as this one, because Zombieland,
that's shocking to me.
Yeah.
15 years later, with inflation, was it 5 years ago already?
10 years later.
10 years later?
No, the movie, like, this is 2006. That came out this is 2007. No, 2009.
Zombieland 2 came out
2009.
Like 3 years ago. That came out
2019.
No.
Yeah.
It is not 6 years
Yeah.
old. No fucking way.
Yeah, Zombieland. Yeah, they took 10 years for the second part.
Zombieland 2 is 6 years old?
Yeah, it's definitely pre-COVID.
Whoa.
Did you just saw it last 3 years ago?
I'm wondering if I didn't know it came out for a few years after it did.
Very
I
possible.
must have known it came out. Well, anyway, that fucking blows my mind. I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
That's a good movie to watch.
Yeah.
I think we can definitely like circle around. I would love to like get this one out and then get some more feedback and then do like a second sequels. Yeah. But yeah, this one was amazing, and talking about why movies like this should exist.
Yeah.
How much do you think it was scored on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, well, I know this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I cheated.
You saw the score.
I got the score.
All right. Can you do it with some fake excitement?
I'm gonna guess. I will give the excitement that I gave, which is better than I thought it would have had, but acceptable with what it has. And pleased to see it did so well.
Yeah. Well, for those who don't know, it's I think 86 for the critics and 89 for the audience, which is the popcorn meter.
That's a great rating.
Gone else for something better.
No.
$20 million
for fucking comedy.
Comedy,
Fuck.
right? That's so good, and I think so justified. 100%.
Yeah.
I will like. Okay.
How many people do you know that would dislike this movie? My stepmom, maybe. This might not be her style of movie.
Yeah.
She might not love this movie.
I can name a few. Yeah.
Hyun.
Yeah, I think Hyun wouldn't enjoy.
No, you don't.
No, Hyun.
She can't spoil it.
I think for Hyun, it's like she likes to know what the stakes are in the movie, and then she wants to know the spoiler of the movie, and then she chooses if this is a good movie to watch.
Does that drive you crazy? Does that
100%.
bother you?
Yeah.
What? I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
Why are you spending the time to watch the movie? He's just like watch like the YouTube recaps.
You know, she when I find this out, we fucking love movies, and she tells me she doesn't really like movies that much. I'm like, okay, well, you haven't seen any good movies, and she's like, I've seen good movies, and so I start listing some of the best movies I can think of. She hasn't seen fucking any of them, right? So I tell her, I recommend a couple to her. First thing she fucking does is open her phone, look at the fucking ending. I mean, holy shit!
Oh man,
that blew my mind. Oh, like, can you imagine watching The Mist and
going to
knowing the ending from the start?
Oh.
Anyway, that's my rant of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so this had an 86, 89. Exceptional for a number of reasons. Really good cast. Great writing. What's your favorite rule?
Rule? Absolutely. Double tap.
Yeah.
You know, before the
sense that you
second
like
part
that,
was
yeah.
named like Double Tap.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I fell in love, and I used to use that a lot because we'd be playing Call of Duty Zombies, and then you have some big mother chunkers who are just like hard to kill, and then you gotta double tap the shotties.
Did you just say big mother chunkers?
Yeah. But
Double tap, eh? I like how to enjoy the little things.
Aw, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
That's a very nice one.
Because what? All right. Well, what's the best scene in the movie?
Best scene. I had a lot of them, but I think my favorite one that I felt was when he's got the crazy neighbor who comes over really all scared and worried, and she's like, I was chased by this homeless man, and then he bit me, and he passes out. And just that whole leading up to like that scene is like, well, me, it's my third Friday night, I stay in, got pizza, got, my Mountain Dew.
Yeah, World of Warcraft.
And
sounds like a good life.
Yeah, I was like, dude, who's complaining?
Who's paying his bills is my first
Yeah.
thought.
Right? His parents who he doesn't talk to?
Then
But-
again, the economy in 2006
Was booming.
it was right before the fucking crash.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Oh, maybe that's what the zombies were about. All the Wall Street people lost it.
We didn't get a zombie apocalypse. We just got
economic
shorting
turn
the fucking
down.
housing market.
Yeah, and you know who that girl is? You won't believe it when I tell you.
Ooh, give me a hint. Let me guess.
Okay, I'll tell you the link. Johnny Depp,
Zelda.
Jason Momoa.
You said Link.
Huh?
You said you'll give me the link. I said Zelda
Yeah.
because she's
Zelda.
blonde.
What
You
else?
didn't play
Zelda? No.
did you?
I had a good childhood.
Zelda. Oh,
No,
you
I don't know.
misspoke there.
Yeah.
If you thought I was gonna get chewed out for the fucking Metallica song, just you wait. Zelda is a blonde princess, and it's the
I know what Zelda
counterpart to
is.
Link. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but I don't know what Link
who
is.
said-
And
well, Link is the swordsman. Link's her bodyguard, and that's the And said
Yeah.
you said you'll give me the link, and I said Zelda.
I just thought I like princesses who can stand up for themselves.
Well, you know what? She actually. Okay, we're gonna give me the link.
But yeah, there was like also when he gets into when he meets
Well, no. Who is she?
Oh,
Yeah, fuck.
she is Amber Heard. Can you believe me?
No way. She's fucking Amber Heard.
She is Amber Heard.
Whoa, that's insane.
That is
Wow.
was
that her first film?
no way. She's been acting for a lot of years. I never had. I think I've seen Amber Heard a couple of times on screen before, like because
I couldn't name a single thing she's in.
2 years ago I was like when I had chicken pox.
Yeah.
all I did was like watch her and Johnny Depp's court case on YouTube live every day. I was like,
Did you really? You were tuned in.
Yeah, I would have like
I got the occasional clip.
My wet cloth on me, and I would just like be watching live and just look at the craziest shit ever. I think that, and I think I've seen parts of, but only because it's on the documentary, like Ted Bundy's case trial. But Amber Heard was there, and when I saw this, I was like, I knew she was crazy all along.
That's just her when she wakes up the next day.
Well, that's a great scene.
So I ask about the favorite scene because favorite scene's got to be the fucking them destroying the "We Want 'Em, You Want 'Em" shop. And it's all about enjoying the little things. Yeah. Was that in Arizona?
Arizona. There's like Arizona gift shop. I also actually had that. It was even there in my notes for like set decoration because it's so cool. Like, you know, it's kind of therapeutic when you watch that scene and you just see people like smashing stuff. And
do you think the person who came up with the idea for the Rage Room got it off of that movie?
Yeah, I think they've been here.
I can't remember seeing them before a few years ago, but I think like I never actually considered trying to be an actor, but when I first saw that scene years ago, when I first saw this movie, it is a scene like that I think being an actor would be so fun, because where else would you get to do that? I'm just looking at them like, how fun must it have been to film that scene?
But here's the dark side about being that same actor, of doing that same breaking scene like 50 times in a day.
Great.
Yeah. I think
you're just making it better.
Yeah.
More things to break.
You didn't like this movie the 6th time. Imagine watching it the 50th time.
I think there is an element of that, but you're getting to hit a snow globe with a bat, or he hits a teddy bear with a bat. You're getting to throw a snow globe on the floor 50 times. Does that get old?
Yeah, you have to swing 50 times. You have to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's a game of baseball. I don't know.
I think they're
fucking awesome.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I'm not getting tired of that.
I think then for your next birthday, I'm gonna take you to like a Smash room.
Let's do it.
And just give you like.
What would be your tool of choice?
Tool of choice to Smash.
Yeah.
Thing. Ooh, I've used a baseball bat once, and that felt really good.
Cricket bat.
No, they're bad dynamics.
I should have had that joke. Joke when I asked you. That would have been a good one.
You missed it. You snooze, you lose.
Damn.
I live.
So you had a baseball bat? What would you use instead? What about a crowbar?
Axe would be nice.
Pickaxe?
No, I don't know, just an axe.
Yeah.
Like a big, nice axe. Or a big sledgehammer.
Molotov cocktail?
Well, bazooka?
Oh, now we're talking.
Like
what was the last one you said? Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's a good choice.
Right? Sledgehammer's
I think
good for
sledgehammer's a good choice. Yeah.
You really feel like
yeah.
Because I think
you can get an axe that kind of has like a rounded
top,
end, and it's kind of like a sledgehammer. Yeah. So you can have an axe and a little bit of both. Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Did you tell me what your weapon of choice was? Oh yeah, we did, right? Yeah, you told you would go with the blades.
You gotta go shotgun.
Shotgun, yeah.
But what do you, if you can only have one of those, what do you have?
What do you have? I think shotgun. I'm gonna take a knife then.
The thing is like they run out of
ammo.
Crowd control. You don't really get crowd control with a sword.
So this is what I tell my teammates on Call of Duty, and this is my advice if you're in a zombie apocalypse. If you just keep getting enough kills, you'll never run out of food and ammo.
That's not how that works. That's so not how that
works. Then, yeah. Favorite scenes. You also have what's Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg meeting for the first time.
Oh, great.
And it's so funny, like that scene of like the car coming, and then right when the car comes, he gets out. It shows the boots first, and then it pans up to him.
And Jesse Eisenberg's just fucking
okay, you're so good at killing zombies.
How about him just coming over and knocking the bike over after? Yeah.
So it's
Way to set the fucking character.
And also it speaks about like two different types of people in an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Right? Because like you have like Jesse Eisenberg, who's like, I've survived somehow, but he's also just survived only a month. Or 3 months, I think.
Is it 3 months at that
3
point?
months, because he talks about like how it all started from like somebody ate a contaminated burger at the gas station.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it started out.
3 months, 3 problems I have that I'm thinking about right now. First of all, you mentioned the guy who's picking the thing out of his teeth. When he bites into the human side there, the meat wouldn't have looked like that.
Yeah.
Hearing that now, that sounds a little psychopathic. But it was just like, it wasn't the right consistency. It looked like a fucking bloody cabbage.
That's kimchi.
The second problem I have, they never would have teamed up in real life. I don't buy that. I don't think that's how that would happen. Third problem, you see in like a little bit later, you know when they're on the highway and the woman is eating a guy and he hits her with his door. These are two business people, and she's eating a businessman who is 3 months into a zombie apocalypse wearing a suit.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen like that. You're not gonna have a guy wearing a suit 3 months into the apocalypse in the middle of the fucking highway.
Hey, maybe he's going to like the White House for a press conference, and they're like, "You have to wear a suit."
No, president's dead. I don't buy it.
I mean,
the Capitol was on fucking fire,
right? Which is so great when he was like in the beginning, "This is America," and I was like, "This really looks like America right now." And then he's like, "Well, not really. It's not America because everybody here is dead." Yeah, I think that's a really good point you made. Would they team up in real life?
Fucking not.
No, yeah, you're right.
Fucking not.
They wouldn't.
The first thing to go is your trust in other people. They're not fucking. And Jesse Eisenberg would have just hid, hide behind the car, let the dude pass.
True.
He's gonna sit behind with a double barrel, mind you.
Oh, did he just defy his force or his 13? I think Rule 13 or something, like don't be a hero.
Yeah. What about that? I'm sorry. They gave us 5 rules in the fucking movie. What about the other 28 of them?
They actually gave a lot of rules.
They give how many can you recollect? You've got enjoy the little things, limber up, check the back seat. You've got seatbelts.
No. You've got seatbelts. You got to look at toilets.
Cardio.
Cardio is one. Oh man, I had them down somewhere.
Don't be a hero and to be a hero. That's technically 2. I've got 9 so far.
I had like 12 written, but also they're not in sequence. So it's like, it's not like he goes to like rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're multiples of the same one used.
Well, he adds in the movie. He writes down 31, 32, and 33.
Yeah, but
or 31 and 32, and he changes "don't be a hero" and "to be a hero."
Yeah.
So.
But there have been like other rules like that were like say 18 that he brings up first. And then
but I'm thinking of the ones that they show.
I wrote it down. It's gone now. How
many do you remember seeing?
Like 15, 16?
No.
Yeah.
Really? 16? Yeah. I also thought it was a bit of a cop out that the first three of the first 4 rules that he mentions at the introduction of the movie, they then show within like the next scene of the movie when he's running through the parking lot.
Yeah, that he follows them.
So what was it? What do you think was the best presentation of a rule?
I think the bathroom ones. I think that was like really funny when he was like, they can always smell it.
Yeah. I like the one where he's either destroying the car and you can see it like fall off the back.
Mm-hmm.
Or they do that also and enjoy the little things.
Yeah.
But I also like the limber up one when he's
Limber up is nice. Do a little warm up before you get in there. I think limber up is great.
That's another fucking qualm I have. Why'd they only take one snowball?
One snowball?
Yeah, when they go into the hostess truck, you're telling me he only steals one snowball? I'm taking as many as I can get. It's zombie apocalypse. You're hungry.
No, well, because he hits snowballs.
Jesse Eisenberg does it.
But he takes just one. Yeah, that's a good question. But also, he won't survive on snowballs. And they do fairly good of finding food and grocery stores that are with zombies,
which is even more bullshit.
Right. But see, this is where my perspective is, where you're looking for logic in a place which in the beginning tells you that there is no logic.
Well,
here.
that's why I ask you, how logical are we supposed to be in our analysis?
No, we should be logical in our analysis. But okay, I see what you mean.
Because you know.
So, but the movie tells you in the beginning where like no zombie's gonna be eating and gonna be like
that's a good point.
Right? So you know this is just like crazy boundaries that they're gonna like try and like play around with while like. When they have that stripper running as a zombie in the opening credits behind those guys in suits.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. I'm just saying, take a few more fucking snowballs, in my opinion.
Have you had snowballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a snowball.
Had a snowball?
No, I don't think so.
They're pretty good. They're a little grainy.
Lot of sugar?
Of course.
Yeah. I wanted to get a box of Twinkies.
Twinkies
for this episode, because I think as zombie movies goes and post-apocalyptic scenarios, you're right. I think you told me about this on the second week we started doing this, but like Twinkies are meant to survive everything.
Yeah.
So I think even Fallout have it, and then But he mentions in the movie where he's like, they do have an expiration date, and I don't want to be in a world with no Twinkies. And then he shoots them in the end. He's like so satisfying.
Yeah. How heartwarming though, the ending of the show, Little Rock throwing him the last Twinkie.
Well, what else you got? Favorite scene?
Gotta love the zombie shootout. I think at the very end when he lays out the clips on the table and he just
with the shutters
going and it's just that was pretty good.
If there's a zombie apocalypse, that's how I would want to go.
The false advertising scene when he's in the deep fried Twinkies and he sees the sign, he just throws the gumballs at false. Where's the fucking Twinkies? Oh wait, no, that's the hostess. That's the hostess truck.
That would be super. That is the hostess truck. When he's like, "Oh, Twinkies," but it's not Twinkies. Yeah. What is Hostess?
Hostess is the company that makes Twinkies and snowballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Ruffles of chips.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you sponsor us, we'll eat them.
I'll say only good things about snowballs from now on. Just so you know, I would have taken all the fucking snowballs I can get.
Yeah. I'm sugar intolerant.
Who is your favorite character? They all have such strong roles.
Favorite character? Honestly, nobody in specific when I look at it, but I did like Jesse Eisenberg's character the most out of all. I think I relate to his character so much when it comes to like, I think I'll be stupid enough to like carry a sawed-off
double barrel
shotgun and be like, this is smart choice. But with the help of God and my rules, I think I would similarly navigate and make it through. And I think I also get awkward with chicks who are crazy.
Yep.
So I think Jesse Eisenberg is my guy.
Very, very relatable. Very relatable. I agree. You're gonna go with him, sure. I think I gotta go with Tallahassee.
Tallahassee?
Yeah, I think I just gotta go Woody Harrelson. As much as I love Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. Yeah, Woody's great,
I love
man.
them all equally. I would have said Emma Stone years ago.
Yeah. I didn't like Emma Stone and like black hair for some reason.
She normally
no,
has black hair. Don't tell
yeah.
me you're thinking blonde from fucking The Amazing Spider-Man.
No, but like more dustier.
She's brunette. Yeah.
More dustier.
You saw Easy A.
Easy A. I think you spoke to me about this, but no, I'm not.
I remember enjoying that movie. I was younger at the time, but
Easy A. But Emma Stone, great. That whole scene of the sisters pulling the ploy of like, I got bit and got it. Would you do it?
that would I pull that fucking
Trigger and blow her brains out?
Would I have killed her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like in that sense, like they need help killing her. It's like no, I probably wouldn't. I would have told the sister to do it, but I would have. You got to kill them if they don't want to become a zombie. Like,
I think I would have.
Pardon?
I would have. I wouldn't have even hesitated. I wouldn't have even waited as long he did. I would have just been like, okay.
Yeah. But you know what? You go from
zombie.
behind them. You don't. You take them to you don't make them stare down the barrel of the gun. You don't look at their face. You go behind them and you shoot them in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Be a good sister.
They had that even The Walking Dead. They have a girl. So the main characters in the first season, I think, end up on a barn, and that barn has like a bunch of zombies. I think already inside it. And now they're trying to get out. So they open the door and a lot of these zombies walk out and everybody who's like on the main group has like guns pointing at them. They're going pow, pow, pow. And yeah, they start shooting. And then after everybody's dead, this one girl zombie comes out who's the daughter of one of the girls who's in the group now. And so she just has a daughter who's like a zombie. And then one of the supporting main characters walks up. Fuck. And that was a hard scene. So it makes sense
What's
they
the
didn't
mother
add
do?
that here.
Yeah. Does the mother just like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's like
Brutal. Would you kill yourself or let yourself become a zombie?
I would let myself be a zombie.
You think so, eh?
Hell yeah.
That sounds
but
like
not the way how it's like, I won't get bitten or anything. I'll just like take some zombie blood and inject it. And
why would you do that?
I don't know, man. Running is not for everybody.
Just gonna fucking give in, eh?
Yeah, just gonna give in. And being a zombie is not really that bad, I mean, I don't know. I've
Just remembered another one, cardio. That was another rule. I might have mentioned that. I think I did mention that.
The rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was making fun of fat people here. Because
Yeah,
like, if you
that's what
don't
made me
run, you're
think
gonna
of
get eaten. Right?
Yeah.
There's no shame in.
Where do you go? Where's the first place you go? Zombie apocalypse breaks out. Let's say you're right here.
Right here.
Yeah. And zombie apocalypse breaks out. Like wide scale. Like someone it's super fast acting. You find out that in the last 12 hours 2 million people around the world have been infected with a super fast acting, incredibly vicious zombie virus. What do you do right now?
I'm going to go to a gas station first, fill up some oil.
Sure. For what car?
Huh?
for what?
For your fucking car.
A lot of that. Good. How are you going to get to the gas station?
I can walk.
Oh, yeah, it's right up the road.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so you go to the gas station. What container do you put it in?
Huh?
What container are you going to put it in? A fucking milk carton?
Yeah.
You have a bucket? Okay, so you go get some
milk
gas.
Carton. Yeah, get some gas.
Yeah.
Get some, like, basic supplies, like, obviously, condoms and toilet paper.
Smart man.
And mouthwash.
Smart man.
And then I would just jump off the boat. No,
And then I'd kill myself.
Yeah, no, my first thing would be to get out of Vancouver and make it into Calgary.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
Calgary's
out
the
of
place
BC
to go?
into Calgary.
Yeah.
There are bears, which
You
are
don't want to go to America?
Huh? No, Calgary's got guns without the crazy people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, America was a terrible idea.
Honestly, I think that's where I would know. I can't even say it would be coming from there. But no, I don't think I think getting to the border would be a necessary risk, right? They'd be like, nobody's going in.
How do you get a gun?
Huh?
How do you get your first gun? How do you expect to get a gun?
I don't know, man. I'm a dork.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you wait out the first week. You do what you can to wait out the first week, and then you break into someone's home.
Yeah.
And you start looking for guns.
I have a welder friend that I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna get a friend who has a car and call him, and then we're gonna drive up to the welder friend, and then he's gonna weld metal plates around the vehicle.
Sure.
You know, jack that up.
Sure.
But that's like
Go find a Cybertruck.
not really.
Electric
But I think Cybertruck would be actually not because it's all like so plasticky, flimsy.
Yeah, no, you don't want a Cybertruck. I don't think.
Any cars nowadays are like they've like gone so little on like if you get in a car nowadays, it's just like plastic everywhere. Instead of like you would have like wood and stuff in the on the dashboard or on the side panels by the rollers.
Gotta love that cheap
But
manufacturing.
gun, I don't know where do you get a gun in Canada?
I think like unless you can get one in a store, but that's where people are gonna go. Like people, you got to stay away from the populated areas. You get what food you can. You go to a supermarket. You have to get a week's worth of food. I think you let people die. You have to let that first wave of people get killed. You have to let the first wave of people get killed. You have to start going to a remote place. You have to go into a remote place where people are likely to have guns. So I think your idea of going to Alberta is fine. You stay on the remote highways, right? You need to go get a few maps, right? Because otherwise we're not going to know how to fucking navigate.
My god, it's going to be so amazing because I think 85% of our generation of kids don't know how to read a map.
I probably couldn't even at this point.
You know where east, north.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but
do you know that technique of like
following it fucking reliably? I'd be at the map. Oh, it's so annoying. Why can't I just do this?
Zoom out, Mom.
Yeah, but we used to use maps when I was a kid, and you know, I'd be able to figure it out. And you know, maybe in like the New York City subway maps, pretty fucking complex. And you know.
Have you ever used like that? So it's like like the maps have like the scale on the bottom.
Yeah.
And so it's like you use the shoelace to like match it, and
shoelace works. Yeah, sure.
And then you can use like a stick and then be like, okay, this is the radius. Ah, nice. Yeah. So that's like a half a block.
It was a great strategy, but the paper cuts.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there is like a one of those like videos that you do like
a block.
Nah, mine is a problem in the foundation.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, there are those like gauntlets. Like there's a gore gauntlet that you can do online, which is like 21 videos, and those videos are like the most gore you can see.
I don't need to.
Yeah,
I don't
like
need those in my memory bank.
Okay, so favorite actors, we like those.
Who do you think could have replaced any of them? Who would be your replacement?
Replacement?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would have liked Cameron Diaz for Emma Stone.
But she'd have to be really young. She'd have to be like
Cameron
Diaz
today,
from The Mask. Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, but 16 years ago, sure. I'll take
60?
16.
16.
16.
25. Her 25.
No,
she was a woman at that point.
Yeah, when she a hot one.
Yeah.
Have you seen Charlie's Angels?
Yeah.
Night and Day.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's a fun movie. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So you want? Yeah. Sure. I think Chris. I think that's actually a great answer. Cameron Diaz. I personally wouldn't substitute Emma Stone for her.
Yeah.
But I love Emma Stone. But
Emma Stone
I
is
think
great.
that's a good substitute. Yeah. You're not replacing Woody Harrelson.
I cannot.
Can't replace Woody Harrelson.
He's too perfect for the character he plays in that. Yeah, and I wonder because I'm sure it's like we're talking about it now, but like when they're thinking about like casting, how what goes in their mind to be like. Obviously, they look at audition tapes and like, okay, this guy gets it the first time, but before you reach that guy, going to like so many people who are like, he's kind of there, but I'm not sure if this is the direction we want to take.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's my answer.
Well, I also think sometimes when you have like a really big cast in a movie, the directors are probably calling people directly and be like, I want you for this role. You know, they already are envisioning what they want. It's like making a role with, you know, you saw Wolves with Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
No, not the movie itself. I've not seen the whole thing, but I know of it.
Fun little movie.
All the snippets I've seen are like really fun.
Yeah,
So
it was
I'll
good.
give it a shot.
It was good. It's exactly what it is. The snippets hold up for the whole film. But they know going into that movie who's going to play those roles, right? Who do we replace Jesse Eisenberg with, if anyone?
Michael Cera.
That is the exact person I was trying to find.
Yeah. Michael Cera would be so hilarious in a zombie apocalypse. He's got that. You need that little bit of awkwardness.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, and he does it so well. Like Jesse Eisenberg, his this is something I find impressive about like people I meet also, but like his ability to like speak so many words so clearly, but also so fast. And it's like just fantastic.
When he's like spazzing out. Yeah. He does that really, really well.
You see him do that in like The Social Network. And he brings it up in this movie when they're sitting in like Bill Murray's house, all four together, and he's like, "Well, the good news is I don't have like to maintain like Facebook updates."
When I loved that, I really
we love callbacks.
When did Social Network come out? Did you look that up when you heard that? I wanted to do a search, but I'm pretty sure it came out after. But
yeah, like 2012, really 13, something like that.
Yeah, I think so. 12 is the number I had in mind. I almost want Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
He doesn't quite have that like awkward vibe as much, but I think he could. I think it'd be interested to see him.
Good one in a zombie apocalypse. I love Miles Teller.
He was like skinny, scrawny.
Yeah. I don't like Miles Teller in serious roles, but when I watch him in like these like comedy, have you seen 21 and Over?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah,
it's the party movie.
It's the
no, I'm
like,
thinking Project X.
Yeah, that's Project X is when they have like high school kids have a party. 21 and Over is 3 university friends. One's party animal but kind of a loser. One's in between, and one is like Asian and he has a really strict dad.
That's not cliche at all.
Not at all. And you know, and then the Asian dude is turning 21. And the next day he has an interview that his dad has gotten him. And so he gets drunk and then he's just like wasted and great. See,
but he ends up being like super unhappy with his life, and he comes to realize
exactly like so he got in a gun before.
I remember that.
Good movie, and I think like and I feel like that's where my bias comes from because I grew up watching a lot of these movies that didn't really have like, oh, this has like a big star in it or has a big story or is part of like a big franchise. I did also see those, and I was watching like really quality movies like, you know, the westerns with the good, bad, and the ugly, Fistful of Dollars, or and then moving on to Lord of the Rings and then Harry Potter's. So my standard I felt growing up was pretty decent, and all credit to my dad. And so when it's like, oh, these movies like don't like any type of movie, if it's like they don't have an audience for it, I think if done correctly, an audience will come to it. Right? And when you look at a movie like this or Holmes and Watson, it's just very clearly they're aware of what they are. And something we spoke about, I think, last time was that when a movie knows what it's trying to be and then it's just focusing on doing that, then it's a good movie automatically.
If it executes well. But if it tries to play two different roles, like if it tries to be something else, then it doesn't do a good job.
And sometimes it does happen that the movie is made with like a direction that okay, I'm like when they're making a movie like this is gonna be like a serious movie, but then it just turns out to be like it gets premiered, people are laughing at it. All right, this is the funniest movie ever made. Right? I was going to make a comedy anyways, and it's like no, you weren't. Like
So
crazy.
what do you rate this?
Rate this. Before we get into rating, do you have a favorite dialogue?
Where's the fucking Twinkies? I love that. I love the false advertising. I love the scene between Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone when they're talking about the wine and they're talking about the year. It was like 1997. And it was talking about, Sadie Hopkins dance. No one chose him. I thought that was a fun little dialogue. I love that. I know what your choice is gonna be, so I won't jack it.
You can jack it. I have like multiple I'm confused about, so I'm not actually
I'll jack half of it,
Okay.
which is I use in my life all the time the line "Peppy little spitfuck."
That's a great line.
I would describe,
Peppy little spitfire.
Peppy little spitfuck.
Oh, the
aren't you?
chemistry also, right, between Woody Harrelson and
Great.
and
Great.
yeah, and then when he meets him, he's like, "Oh, I don't get along with people, and you seem like to be a little bitch."
Strike me as a bit of a bitch. So, yeah.
And one dialogue that I personally liked a lot because I don't know, it's kind of weird, but personal, but he's very open about his awkwardness about like talking to women.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, this is the first time I had a girl like and I had to like rub here." And then later on, he sees like Emma Stone kind of being a little bit flirtatious with him, and he's like, "Oh, the year's in danger of having hair brushed over," and I'm like, that's I don't know, is that smooth? Do I go try it out in real life? Because I would do that oftentimes. Like I would growing up, I would watch like movies and then be like, "That's pretty smooth. I'm gonna try that." And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it's just like awkward.
I gotta say, to this day, regularly when I'm doing the hair thing, I think of this movie.
Yeah,
When I'm brushing someone's hair over their ear, I think about this movie all the fucking time.
that's
I
amazing.
swear to God. Yeah, someone's ear is in trouble of having hair brushed over it. What a good fucking line that is. Yeah. I know what you mean.
I think another thing that like really took this movie like to success it's been able to have was the cast, but not the cast of like not the cast as in like actually not the cast, but like the production side of the movie, right? I think that's something that's why I wanted to like start this podcast in the first place was we watch all these like movies and maybe at best we know about the director or the producer's name that shows up, but we've all seen like movies and the credits are so long, so there's so many people who are coming and working at it.
Yeah.
And to have like a good quality team, because it's like so many departments kind of coming and developing a finished product, to have a strong core is so important. And like even like this movie, I was just so amazed. Like the director, Ruben Fletcher, American guy. He's done this. He's done obviously Zombieland 2, but he's also done Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool.
Which I think like really is super important when you have like obviously when you're an artist you're exploring your own skill, and so you'll try like when we did the Darkest Minds, like the director for that movie, Yoon, she
Terrible.
that was her first live action movie. She's just an animation up till now, right? So for this person who's done like Venom and like obviously Venom came way after Zombieland, so he kind of has that expertise in making films that are specific to, like action comedies. Instead of like him having an expertise of say like rom-coms and him trying to add like action, I think that's what really differentiates like the quality of the movie we get to see based on like, oh, is this person's first time doing it multiple times, and yeah,
like in that genre, or trying to do that style of film.
Like somebody who's been working on it for a bit.
Well, I think that's why, like, you take someone like Jordan Peele, I think that's why he got so much recognition. Like, he's got a new one coming out really soon. But his first movie was Get Out, and it was fucking exceptional. It's like, oh shit, we've got a new director in this, in this medium. Then he did Us. He didn't do that as well. It was okay. What was his third one? Oh, it was Nope. Nope. Did you see Nope? It was like Aliens, kind of. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I think I know what you're doing. This zombie apocalypse, shooting me in the head.
It's a good joke, right?
Even the screenwriters, like they're both do an amazing job of just having the story play out, and they both, like one of them, Paul Wernick, is Canadian. And the other one, Rhett Reese, American. But both of them have been working for a long time. They both like work together also, which is also I think really fun to get to work with your friend.
Yeah.
Just do that. And now they worked on all the Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
Right.
No shit.
And I guess like this is one of the oldest movies they've done together. So this kind of plays a big role into like. Yeah.
Who is you made a comment on a story guy there? Who is the story guy? Because I got a problem with him.
Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this is a story guy or a writer guy, but how are you gonna go to an amusement park and turn on all of the lights and all of the music and not expect that to get you killed?
Because that was a kid. And it was two women who were there leading the charge.
You don't remember fucking 10 days ago when you were outside of fucking We Want 'Em, Your Wampum, and a fucking doorbell set them off?
Okay.
You're gonna set off a giant fucking beacon in the sky, and then they do the same thing in the second fucking movie.
Now, this is... But in the first one, they're already at Paradise City. And Paradise City is not supposed to have any zombies in the first one. The playground.
Pacific Playland.
Pacific Playland, yeah, Paradise City. Paradise City is in the second. Is that the place called? I don't know. But there is so many.
Okay, so it's not supposed to have any zombies, and so okay. Fine.
Burn.
Sure. Well, don't you think there would be other fucking survivors there? And what? They didn't see any in fucking LA on their way there? I don't know. Come on, that's dumb.
Yeah, this did. Bill Murray, he was alive in LA.
So if you're in a zombie apocalypse and you hear about a sanctuary city, do you drop everything and make your way there? Or do you continue to try and survive on your own?
I just do my own thing.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I like so much more. I think it's so much more sustainable to like...
You gotta get food.
Get food. Like, it will take...
You gotta grow.
Okay. I don't think I'll do it completely alone.
Yeah, 4, 5, 10, 10. But
I think the people I have in my life right now are, I think, they're allowed.
I don't know if I trust half of those people in survival situations.
Yeah, well...
Sean's great, love her, but he's not. Have you seen her run?
But
she's dead.
But isn't that good?
As a last resort to get yourself to safety.
Yeah. Why not?
You don't have to be the fastest. Just don't have to be the slowest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
but yeah, I
think I would trust a lot of the people we know in a survival situation.
Yeah.
Most of them are smart.
I know some of them would be terrible to have, but united we stand, divided we fall, something like that.
Yeah. Who would be the best, Boris?
Boris? No, not really. Have you seen horror movies made in like 2007?
Hey, well, we've got another sacrificial pawn.
You know what's really crazy is like movies like this, and it's really cool to see how well they kind of renovated the zombie genre. Because obviously zombies been longer than I have been around. And each year we get movies, TV shows come out with their own versions. But this one has like a lot of like cool things, like the zombies climbing up, the zombies kind of being more humanish, and having more like human demeanors, which is like nice.
I don't know if they should though.
Well, not logically.
They say it was mad cow disease. Yeah, not logic. Okay, yeah, sure.
And there's no, I don't think there's a mention of like what
it was mad cow. Yeah. So mad cow became mad bird, became mad human.
Mad human. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You know what I just found out? Which is even funnier. India exports a lot of beef. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though their fucking sacred animal is cow.
Yeah. And we're like
crazy.
We're like
does it come from a non-religious sector or like
no, it just comes from son of the cow.
Give me your fucking rating.
My fucking
What else
rating.
you got over there?
My rating. My rating. I think I'm going hard 7.5. Actually, no, just 7. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Definitely worth the watch. Can see it more than once. Given different breaks.
Of course.
Yeah.
I might give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
I might give it a 7.5 just because of like the place I think it holds in my heart. I think it's just like a staple movie. It's just one everyone should see. I don't think it's worth an 8 like quality wise. I don't even think it's worth a 7.5 quality wise, but I think it's a 7 and I'm going to give it the extra 0.5 just because it's unique and it's wonderful.
Yeah. That
all around.
8, 9 and 10 score. The way you get those is, I think, like when you have logic also in your soul.
You've got to have logic. You've got to. I can't have 12 fucking things to nitpick. Yeah, you know, it's gotta be reasonable, right?
But entertaining as hell.
Entertaining as hell.
If they are planning to make the third one, I think that would be sick. I would be more than happy to go watch it. I would love and.
We gotta do the second one.
Yeah. I think we can. I think should be fun. I'm not that big of a fan of the second one.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like it's okay. So it's this genre of movies when you have these zombies and this adventure and these chase. They have a few things that are like super common. The first one, obviously. The character reveal, like how they have Tallahassee, right? Car coming, and then he gets off shoes, and then usually they'll show like only his back, and he has his cowboy hat, and he's like being macho, right?
They do a dialogue, and then it switches to him, and it's like, oh fuck, it's Woody Harrelson.
Or they'll just show like a top shot of him with the glasses on, smoking a cigarette, and you're like, whoa, hell yeah. Then a lot of car shots of just like car driving, like in a lot of these movies, they're always driving somewhere.
Saves money on set.
Saves money on so much money on set. They always have a safe haven where there are survivors.
Of course,
right? Because there needs to be hope.
There's got to be.
What else did I find? The lead character always fights a personal fear at the end of the movie.
Of course.
Right?
Sure.
Right? Like he has that fear of clowns.
That's their climax, yeah.
Right? There was no need for a clown there. Okay, now when you talk about logic, do you think that whole ending scene.
I'm okay with that.
There.
People are irrationally afraid of clowns. Mike is kind of afraid
No,
of
but
clowns.
just okay. Remember how during the mist I was like, okay, they just got this guy in the leather jacket to just come and die in the next scene.
Yep.
The clown, right? He was not there when everybody was climbing the thing initially, and I think that's a great way
true.
of telling like
That's true. Continuity error.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you look at like extras and oh man, working with other people, being a person, I know how stupid people are, and I can just imagine with like telling extras to act like zombies and somebody still finding a way to mess it up, and you're just like,
man.
okay, can we just have him not the camera not on him?
Yep,
Have
I'm sure
it on
there's a lot
somebody
of that.
else. But yeah, that personal fear thing, obviously, that train still keeps checking. One question I still haven't found the answer to is it the actor who makes it a great movie, or is it the story and the production of it?
It's a little bit of both. I heard something but I think the writing's really important. I remember seeing an interview with a pretty prominent actor, and he was saying that sometimes you'll get a script and it doesn't do anything for you. It's just bad writing, and it's impossible to just act something of substance without a good dialogue, without a good story behind
100%.
it. Think like what is a comedy movie without good punchlines? It's just you have to have the writing. So, and if you have good writing, I think like a moderate actor can do well.
That is true, because what's his name, Tony Hinchcliffe. He does the writing for, or used to, I don't know, but I didn't know this until like a year ago, that most of the Comedy Central roasts that happen, he's part of the team that's like writing jokes for everybody.
Yeah, no.
So he's the one who's giving like Snoop Dogg and all these people like stuff to like write about, and like, hey, this would be funny to say.
Which is just so ridiculous. How can you have? I always thought that was so stupid. You're gonna have a roast with all these people and then someone else's jokes. It's
Jokes, right?
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously like what do you call it? Like process of them sitting together with these jokes and working, right? But it's not new, right? I mean, everybody has ghostwriters, right?
Yeah.
Artists who.
Yeah, but with comedy specifically, I feel like.
Yeah. There's a movie where Adam Sandler, I think, hires somebody to be his. Adam Sandler, I think, hires
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen,
Yeah,
is it?
Seth
to be his
Rogen. Yeah, it's called Funny People.
Funny People.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
yeah.
It's a nice, sweet touch.
Yeah, that was kind of his shift out of like direct comedy. It was a comedy, but it was more of like a dramatic role.
I do think that was one of those. I'm not really sure what this is.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I like Seth Rogen. I like that.
All right.
Okay.
What else we got here, homie?
What else we got? Well, I think we're good.
All right, now before we wrap, here is your shot to direct the show. You got a movie you want us to cover, something underrated, overhyped, or just weird as hell. We love those. Let us know in the comments, and we might feature in an upcoming episode.
And if you really enjoyed hanging out with us, leave us, an awesome review. Come back, and my favorite thing, just yell at us like you're being chased by zombies.
In between the scenes!
Ciao.